Hi, my name is Dr. Hannah Hamlin, and I was recently on a leadership call. We were talking about the impetus for coming into medicine, what brought us here, what our mission was. And I had this really authentic moment where I shared with the group that started my journey in medical school for kind of selfish reasons. Growing up with type 1 diabetes, I really wanted to figure out how to feel the best I could in my body. And part of my desire to become a physician was to learn the information that I would need to take better care of me. So often we think of medicine as this very altruistic career path, but to be honest, my impetus started with just my own desires for health. But the part of the story that was so interesting and insightful, and really the reason why I'm sharing this with you today, is one of my friends had mentioned that he thought it would be really beneficial to share with my patients. And it is quite vulnerable, but incredibly honest. And I think that an open, honest, and authentic relationship from physicians and patients is really what most of us want. We want to be upfront and clear. So my part of the story is that going into my medical journey and starting kind of when I was pre-med, I had so many limiting beliefs about not being good enough to be a doctor. And one of the pieces I kept getting stuck on with my mindset was my blood sugars were not perfect at the time. And I was actually struggling with my health when I started medical school. And I would tell my mom, I thought, I don't feel like I'm good enough to be a doctor. Who am I to say I can help people with their health when my health isn't perfect yet? Who am I to say I can give back and be someone giving advice to people about their health when mine isn't where I want it to be? And so my blood sugars weren't great. I was having a lot of fatigue and really didn't know how to keep my blood glucose levels in non-diabetic ranges yet. And I kept thinking like, gosh, is this really the right career path for me? Am I creating a space where I'm going to be hypocritical, where I'm going to be telling people how to be healthy when I haven't figured out how to do it for myself? And my mom gave me this really good advice, and it was, you don't have to be perfect to help people. You just have to be a couple steps ahead of them. You have to teach them the things that you've already figured out for you, and that's how you can provide benefit and have a sense of fulfillment and give back in the medical community. And that advice is really what got me through that kind of limiting belief, and found a mindset that worked a lot better for me. And to this day, I don't have perfect blood sugars. I wake up with higher blood sugars sometimes. I have them after meals. I don't count my carbs perfectly every time. I have overtreated lows in the last couple months. It's not a perfect science, but the goal is that I have created a life that feels good with diabetes, where I'm able to have non-diabetic numbers most of the time. I'm not perfect, but I have figured a lot out. And my goal is to teach you not how to be perfect either, but how to figure out where you want to be. Teach you the things that I took a while to figure out, the things that I had to learn the hard way, some of the things that I had to go to medical school to learn, some of the things that I learned by trying 87 different nutrition plans before I finally found one that worked for me and my blood sugar levels. And I want to save you the time and the energy, and most importantly, just be on that journey with you. Because one thing that is true about living with type 1 diabetes is that it's a long-term journey, right? It's something that we work on every single day. And one thing that can make it better is not necessarily having perfect results, although that can be nice when those days happen, but it's not feeling alone, not feeling disempowered by the process, not feeling victimized by the journey. Those things to me were most important at creating a happy, healthy life with diabetes. And so I share with you that story. Thank you to my friends and peers who encouraged me to put it out there, because I want you to know that I am not perfect in my diabetes care. I have got a lot figured out. I'm really happy where I am today. I've got goals to improve in the future, but really my goal here is not to be an example of perfection, but it's to be honest and real and authentic and raw, and help you learn things faster than you might on your own.